Start para. This is a suit for perpetual injunction. The case of the plaintiffs in a nutshell is that 5 ane for pi share in north side of land gut number 161/1 total area measuring 2 hectare 29 r situated at Nimgaon, Ahmednagar is received by the plaintiffs during family partition and is said to be said land for the sake of brevity. The 5R land consisting an old well of year 2006 towards the east-south corner of said land is subject matter of the suit. Para. The said land gut number 161/1 was the ancestral property of the plaintiffs and defendant numbers 4 to 6. There was partition of the said gut between father of the plaintiffs, that is deceased plaintiff Sakharam, and defendant numbers 4 to 6 before 15 to 20 years, which is mentioned in the diagram of the suit property. During the partition, the plaintiffs got their 5 ane for pi share at north side of the said gut. The defendant number 6, who was adjacent shareholder of plaintiffs from southern side, sold his 2 ane 8 pi share in the said gut to the defendant numbers 2 and 3. The plaintiffs are having well at east-south corner of their share. However, the defendant number 1 along with defendant numbers 2 and 3 on 19/11/2022 were shipped in suit property to take borewell at the distance of 170 feet from the well of the plaintiffs. While taking a borewell, they did not take the permission from the underground water department. The plaintiffs further contended that they have no objection for taking the well by the defendant number 2 and 3 at the distance of 500 feet from well of plaintiffs. In case the defendant number 2 and 3 takes the well at a disputed place, the flow of the water of the plaintiff's well might be diverted. The plaintiffs will suffer irreparable loss. Therefore, the plaintiffs constrained to file the present suit for perpetual injunction restraining the defendant numbers 1 to 3 from taking the well at east-south direction in the suit property. The defendant numbers 4 and 5, in view of Exhibit 14, admitted the suit of the plaintiffs. The defendant number 1 contested the suit by filing his written statement at Exhibit 23, whereby he denied all the adverse allegations made by the plaintiffs and contended that the defendant number 1 is having no concern with the suit property and he is not sharing the boundary to the land of the plaintiffs. In order to harass the present defendants, the suit is filed and therefore prayed to dismiss the suit. The defendant number 3 filed his written statement at Exhibit 41 and denied all the adverse allegations made by the plaintiffs. It is contended that 2 ane 8 pi share at measuring 1 hectare 22 r was in possession and in ownership of the defendant number 6 after family partition. The defendant number 6 was willing to sell his share for the purchase of other suitable land for him. Therefore, he sold the above mentioned land to the defendant numbers 2 and 3 at the value of rupees 12 lakhs. The deceased plaintiff Sakharam was willing to purchase that land at a low price. The defendant numbers 2 and 3 are bona fide purchasers for the consideration of above land from the defendant number 6. The present suit is filed to harass the defendant only because they purchased the above land which the deceased plaintiff was willing to purchase. He has specifically contended that defendant number 2 and 3 never entered in the agriculture land of the plaintiffs and tried to worship the land for digging the borewell, therefore prayed to dismiss the suit with cost. The defendant number 2, by filing the pursuit at Exhibit 59, admitted the written statement of the defendant number 3. Stop.